Welcome back to the Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. You need to put a plug in for my recent article. I've now been published in, 4 different categories at HuffPo. I mainly write in politics. I initially was invited to write on technology. I haven't written on technology in almost a year and a half. I hope they don't notice. But technology, business, and politics. And now I've added entertainment to my list of things I focus on. Today, it's the featured article at HuffPo, one of the featured blog posts for the entertainment section, and that was lots of fun, on Joan Rivers' passing. And I've never really written much about my parents, but I write, quite a bit about my mom in this article, who she was hilarious. My mom was absolutely funny. Only in retrospect. She kind of scared me while I was being raised by her, but in retrospect, she was pretty hilarious, and this is a nice window into that. So, all right, we're going to get on to other things, though. But go to Huffington Post today and look at the entertainment section, or put in Kevin Price, Huffington Post, while they're like my column in general at Huffington Post. But look at my recent article on Joan Rivers. You'll get a chuckle out of that, and I think she'd appreciate an article like that, actually. Okay, I've got Dan Shedd, and I got Marsha Lambeth. And so we're going to talk about what's happening in Dan Shedd's world. What do you got for us, Dan?
Well, texting is quite popular nowadays, and especially in emergency situations, texting is probably the better option. So
texting is so popular that people are now doing it in the event of emergencies.
Yes, that
oh my God, I think I'm dying.
It's called an Amber Alert.
So would that be like hashtag OMG? Is that what that would be?
Not quite. But wow. Oh boy, Kevin, here we go.
I'm sorry, you brought it up, not me. You asked for it, buddy. So tell me about it. So who's doing this? Are we doing it in Houston?
Yes, it is now coming to Houston. It is coming to Houston slowly, and people on Verizon and T-Mobile should be able to do it, and AT&T and Sprint subscribers are able to do it next month. But you should be able to text to 911 if you're ever in a situation that needs it. And the article also says that even though texting is quicker, it's also good to call. It's a better option to call.
I bet you have some more peace of mind if you call, too.
Yeah.
I wonder if they got my text. Did my text bounce? Yeah, I wonder what kind of reply they have. What do you think about this whole idea, Marsha? What do you think about it?
It sounds like a movie or something, a plot line for a movie. She can't call because the killer's in the next room, so she texts. But that could be possible.
That's very possible, actually.
Yeah.
That's actually very practical.
I'm
in my mind, I'm thinking virtually always I would want to call.
Yeah.
But that would be a reason why I wouldn't. That would be about, I'm in the trunk, and...
Yeah, there are reasons.
What do you think about this, Dan? Now that Marsha's given you a legitimate one to support it?
I think it's good. I definitely think it's quicker. There was actually an example in the article. There was a librarian who is deaf, and now the president... I'm reading straight from the article. Is now the president of the Hearing Loss Association of America's Houston chapter. She was in her home all alone, and all of a sudden she was having a heart attack, and she didn't realize it. And she called 911, and she repeated her address several times, and they were there in 10 minutes. So, in that situation, a text message is probably a lot quicker.
Practical,
yeah. Mm-hmm. More practical. So I'm definitely excited to see this happen, because there are some situations where, a text message is definitely the way to go other than a phone call.
Yep. Well, that's, my view is why not? If it does no harm, why not?
They can track you by your GPS on your phone.
Exactly.
So if you can't really speak, at least you're getting some attention out there.
So it would be like, was it like hashtag 911 Houston? If you were how would you do it? He doesn't know. Look at that look on his face. He has no idea.
I have no idea.
He's
but-
not even going to
brings it
try
up.
to. He's not
No,
even
I'm not
trying
going to go. I'm not going to go
You
that
need to
way.
make stuff up. How do you know, I've been doing radio for 25 years. 80% of it is all made up. I mean, that's how you do it. It's not like any of it's real. This is entertainment, folks. And according to people I talk to, not very entertaining entertainment. But anyway, so he's getting broken into the radio field, and so and I'm just simply trying to break him. But you're gonna get with the program, dude.
Make things up. There you go. Your lesson for
She's
the day.
another one. How long have you been in radio?
30-something years.
Yeah, well, way longer than me. And how much of that's been, lying?
Made up.
Yeah, how much of that
Oh,
is
most of it,
the
yeah.
vast majority is contrived and misinformation. You kind of hesitate. Don't hesitate, because the quicker you say it, the less of a lie it sounds like. So
And
it's
smile.
That's right. And dead air works in some media, but not in radio.
Not in radio.
All right, that's all we got. We got no more for this segment. Dan, any final thoughts before we call it quits?
Well, thank you for the daily lesson, and I will go home and tell my wife that I learned that I need to make stuff up in radio.
That's right. Deep thoughts. You need to go start suing that university of yours for not teaching you that. All they tell you to do is keep telling you to report what's in the news, which of course is what? All lies. So, come on. All right, all made up. That's exactly right. All right, Dan Shedd. By the way, Dan Shedd's doing a lot of our social media too, and you can check out a lot of what we're talking about all the time at U.S. Daily Review on Facebook, and Kevin Price at Facebook, and much, much more. All right, when we come back, we're going to have one and only Charles Alvarez on the program. Do want to mention today's show brought to you in part by itwasrocketscience.com and Cornerstone Business Academy. This is The Price of Business.